Hey, it's Kimberly and welcome back to my channel. I make videos on all things lifestyle on a budget, and I have been curious about this foundation for the longest while, but we are finally here. In this video, I'm going to be trying out the viral foundation, the Makiage. I hope I'm saying that right. This is the brand that swears that they can have the exact match for your skin tone. I actually did the test twice and got different results, but I went with the first one and we are going to try that out today. So I also did get a blush, and spoiler alert, I started to use it and I really love it. It's got great pigmentation. I've been wanting to try this foundation for years now. I couldn't take the plunge on me being the one that's choosing the shade match because I actually feel like I do have a hard time figuring it out with my undertones and whatever, and also depending on the season. Like right now it's summer and I'm in the process of getting my tan on. The way that the shade match questionnaire works is it shows you a bunch of photos and it's asking you to choose which one you feel like is closest to your skin tone. Then it'll ask you things about your undertones, jewelry that you wear, you know, the usual, like let's figure out your undertones, and then they match you. First I'm going to share which foundations that I'm currently using or normally use so that we have an idea of how it looks on my skin, and then we'll go into the foundation. This is my holy grail. This is from e.l.f. Cosmetics. It's their CC cream in medium 370. This is a great match for me in this season. This is such a buildable foundation. Like, you think CC cream, or at least I think that it's like barely anything, but it gives great coverage, enough so that I use this for shows. So I'm just gonna swatch it on my hand, if that's helpful. For my face, obviously not my hand, but for my face, this is a great match. I just want to point that out. When we're in the winter months, I do bump down to the light because we get a little light, but both of these are amazing and I do highly recommend them, and they're super affordable. I have the Supergoop Tinted SPF in 32N if that helps anyone as well. If you happen to be in this neighborhood, maybe this video will be for you, but it's also very hard to compare. It's very hard to compare. And when I actually looked up the videos of people wearing the foundation that I got suggested, I don't know where we're going with this. I think it might actually be too dark, but I don't know, so I guess we'll just have to see. Full transparency, I got a random email from a marketing company asking if I was available to come in person to try out some new products from Makiage. I don't know what they are, but I did that, and then I was able to receive a gift card, and that's how I purchased these items. I just want to put that out there because it's like, I guess like a third party way that I have these. So just putting that transparency out there. But yeah, that was a really fun experience, and I don't know how they found me, but that was pretty cool. The foundation shade that I got is Woke Up Like This 155. This is how it opens. That's really cute. I like the packaging a lot. Something that stands out for me with Makiage is that they're cruelty free. Here is what the foundation looks like. It's definitely looking warm. Let's keep hope alive. I'm gonna prep half of my face just to see how the product sits on the skin. And I finally got the Danessa Myricks Blurring Balm Powder, and I went with Universal because again, it's so hard to figure out which shade would be good. And I kind of like that it doesn't matter if you get the Universal and it's still gonna do what it needs to do. I'm gonna choose this side since this is the side that I have more breakouts on. Let's talk about this skin though. I am doing so well. I have like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde going on, but I've learned to accept it. This is my good side. She's been so great to me. This is my keep me humble side, and that's works out really well because this is my bad side anyway. Put this on. I have nothing on except for my brows are done because I thought I could, you know, do a little something. I have oily combination skin, and I've noticed that less oil is seeping through after a long day of auditions, after just a long day out in the heat. So I really like that, and I also think it helps that I have the Stay All Night setting spray from e.l.f. Both of those together, start and finish, make my life easier. What do we think is gonna happen? Okay. Uh-oh, it is giving. I'm feeling like we're gonna get into a situation. Let's do this side because it's easier on camera. Okay. Okay, it's super light. I'm only gonna do half my face. It blends pretty easily, which is nice. I don't know how to, it has an interesting scent to it. A little dark. We can see that, right? Here I am on this side. I don't have too many crazy lights. I have natural light and a little bit of a ring light right now, but we can see that it's just a hair dark. So I'm just gonna come a little closer. It blends really well, and I like how it looks kind of like, it looks really smooth as the finish. I'm gonna go up towards my forehead because as you can see, my forehead is a bit darker and I wonder if that's gonna actually match a little bit better once it's blended. It's not ghastly wrong, but it's not spot on for where I am right now, I would say. The interesting thing about this, and I'll put a photo up on the screen so you can see, is that where I would put myself is not at all where it looks like I should be based on the photos. Like I would usually be in the second row and down in that world. So it's interesting to be in the third, like midway down. Also in person, this doesn't look as dark as what it looks like it would be based off this photo. Okay, I just looked it up and the reason why this is looking more yellow on me is because 155 is a yellow undertone, so that's how this is not correct. All right, I'm glad I looked that up, which is interesting because maybe somewhere in the questionnaire I just like messed that up. I would need to go down to 145. I would be interested in trying 145 because I think that this is exactly what I thought, which was a yellow undertone. And again, on this camera, it's not like so far off. I mean, y'all could tell me in the comments, but this slide looks ghastly in comparison. My God, I have some work to do this summer. But anyway, I'm just gonna put some more on this side just to clear, to balance it out. Oh yeah, you could see it totally. Who's at fault? I'm not sure. Could it be me? It could be. So it's supposed to have a natural matte-like finish. It's easily buildable. I do believe all those claims. Say I got this and I wasn't gonna like try to return it or whatever. You could work with this, but I think ultimately this would be a great opportunity to share the difference in having a yellow undertone or a more neutral undertone. And I can totally see it like in my mirror right here. I can see the difference. This is the view from my iPhone, so you can see it's just much, much warmer on my face than my actual skin tone. I like how this is a matte finish, but as you saw, it was a little runny in the beginning. Like there's a lot of product and it's not like thick and cakey. It feels really light on my skin. I don't feel like I'm weighed down or like caked on, ready to go. I like the little shine we're getting here. It just looks like a very nice glow. It would have been nice, I think, to know in advance like what the number meant. Like when they send the email to be like, you chose 155, to be like 155 is a tan yellow undertone, blah, blah, blah. Because then I'd be like, yellow undertone, I know that's not correct. So let me go back in and find the closest shade that's a neutral. So that would just be my only critique if anyone cares. Now onto the blush, which is super exciting. Like I said, I've already tried it and I really like it. And I just kind of discovered this by looking at their shop the look section on their website. This is Toxic. It's a mineral-based blush. I mean, look at that color. That is gorgeous. I don't know if you want to see just like how much product comes off like right away, which is great. Let's see. Look at that coloring. I saw something recently that was like you should do an L shape for your blush. So if you're like, what the heck are you doing? I'm just trying something new, okay? Wow. It's just, oh my gosh, it's just so warm and I love the like, looks like there's like a bit of like an orange in there. It's so pretty. And I like that so much does come out so that you just know to just tap it into the skin. I feel like with some other blushes that aren't heavily pigmented, you're just like putting so much on and then you look 2 seconds later and there's nothing there. So yeah, that's how it looks. It is so gorgeous. I feel like it has a lot of staying power. So I'm gonna look up, there was someone that sent you an email after that's like, let me know if there's any issues. And I just wanna reach out to them and ask if I could switch it for the 145. And hopefully that would be a better match. I'm glad it wasn't so far off because I probably wouldn't have continued with putting it on my face. Have you tried a Makiage before? Are you nervous and you haven't done it? I actually really like the quality of the products. I love how pigmented the blush is. I love the color of it. I like the consistency of the foundation, the fact that it gives you a natural matte finish, but there's a little bit of a glow, a sheen to it. The testing is pretty good. I just don't think it's foolproof because again, you're basing it off of what you feel like you look like. So there could be some perception stuff in there. I'm not sure where we got to the yellow undertone, but that could have just been one of the photos that I picked or something like that with someone with the yellow undertone. I was like, I think that's me, you know? So it's close, but it did much better than I thought it was gonna do. That's my video. I'm so happy I tried it. I also ended up discovering another product that I really like for them. How are you with like shade matching? I think it's hard. I really prefer to like go up to someone and they tell me what I am and I'm like, okay, great. And if you've been using the product for a while, what do you think overall? And if you have this blush, let me know. If you have any other shades, let me know because yeah, I could see myself stocking up on that. Thank y'all so much for watching and I will see you in the next one.